I know a lot of people are really confused as to how to play new Ironclad, so I figured I'd take a stab at an over-explained run and really get down into all the little details and minutia behind every decision. This run was actually incredibly difficult to win, and I definitely would have died had I not slowed down and really thought through everything. So this is going to help you level up your game a lot. Hopefully you'll enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, well, Wing Boots is like interesting, but I definitely am wondering about large capsule against these. Oyster is really if the map is super hard early, which it does not look like it. We have access to fires and early shop, and not forced into advanced hallways if we do something like this, right? It doesn't seem too difficult to justify taking the max HP. So that leaves us Wing Boots and large capsule, and Wing Boots really doesn't get us extra value now because like all the elites are on the same line. That's even assuming I could like do everything anyways. Wing Boots are a little weird because it feels like this is speculative almost always. And then large capsule, just like 2 relics, you know? This is like the one character I don't mind large capsule on because like your starter deck is literally just bash, which like who cares? Maybe we take large capsule here and then we just try to snowball. And if we get something really good, we can take 4 elites. Like that would be the dream, right? You take large capsule into farm max. We do have some other options in terms of dodging this store. We don't need to though. So I think we just see what this is and then adjust accordingly. That's quite strong, I think. Or will become quite strong, I should say. This is already strong. Permafrost will become strong the second I see anything. Inferno's clicked on sight no matter what, but yeah, we'll find out. And okay, so one thing we can do with this is because we have Permafrost, I know I want to hit the store because I'm guaranteed a power. We can always buy a power at the store to activate this. So anything that we buy at the store is like the power on top of just the block 7 effect, which is really, really strong. And if we only have 1 power, it always is activating on that first power. So we can just read that card as 7 block, do whatever else it was supposed to do. Of course, the downside is if you get something really expensive in the store, like Demon Form, you just can't buy it. But most powers are uncommon, which you should be able to afford. Centennial Puzzle makes bloodletting just absolutely insane, which it already is, so that's a consideration. But yeah, I think the store value is definitely there. I don't know if you've noticed this, but I like optimizing games that I play. Slay the Spire 2 is not on mobile yet, so if you're looking for something to do while you're not at home on your PC, and you have the itch to optimize a game, then let me introduce you to the sponsor of today's video, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid is a hero collecting game with a surprising amount of strategic depth. Picking good team comps and investing your resources correctly will give you a huge advantage. There's a massive amount of content here which can be super overwhelming to new players trying to catch up, but luckily Raid has introduced some incredibly strong champions to do just that you can get for free with my promo codes. Inspired by the classic tale of Alice's adventures in Wonderland, Alice the Wanderer is a high damage attack legendary champion who excels at controlling enemies. She works in both PvP and PvE, making her a strong pick for a wide range of content. Along her journey, Alice is guided by Cheshire Cat. Returning as a demonized version of himself, Cheshire Cat is a powerful damage dealer who uses buffs to boost his attacks, manipulate his speed, and chain turns. Another great character in all of the content in this game. Make sure to use my download link in the description below, or scan the QR code on screen, and you'll also get a starter pack with Elenaril, who combos really nicely with the best starter character in the game, Kale, who I'd recommend picking when you download. And when you reach level 15, you'll get Tagoar, an excellent healer and reviver to support the team. New players can choose 1 promo code to get one of the legendary champions. Use Get Alice to unlock Alice the Wanderer or KITTYCUT for Cheshire Cat. While I'd recommend picking Alice, you have other options in Razelvarg and Turvold as well. Remember to use my download link to get these starting bonuses, and thanks again to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring today's video. Now, back to the run. Okay, no reason to take Chip here. I don't really mind just blocking as much as we can here. This is a bit of a different consideration here, is do I play Bash? We do have an extra strike to capitalize on Vuln, and otherwise we're not making a whole lot of progress. So I think we should Bash. I don't really want to be in this fight for a long time since he scales. Not quickly, but I don't want to let this happen, right? And yeah, now we have a turn where we can use all our Vuln, the line. And that opens up lethal here, and not taking a billion more. So you trade like 2 HP on the turn you play Bash to not take that hit there. Okay, Shrug, Whirlwind, Arma. Whirlwind's a little bit better with Large Capsule because we have an additional Strike and Defend, so it's more likely we draw complete garbage alongside it and want to put all our energy into Whirlwind. Shrug, of course, same sort of idea. You draw into your base cards and you want to draw past them. Arma is just upgrading base cards, which Doesn't seem good enough to me. And also, you're less likely to redraw the ones you do upgrade because your deck is bigger, so it's a little bit worse. So I think it's probably just Whirlwind. We want to worry about Frog Parasite as well. We're going to potentially see it twice if we go on this mega farming path. And we have the upgrade to give, and we're not really pressured in the early game here. Okay, that's a very obvious line here. Just killed the 2 guys attacking you. Now that we sort of stabilize the fight, there's no reason to take chip here, even though it's not guaranteed lethal. If you draw an extra strike or a bash here, then it's lethal. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Headbutt here, and the deck is bigger, then we want to have a bit more control on what goes on top. Or you can speculate on Feeling No Pain, but I think the idea really is to use early power to farm max. If we don't farm all the elites, then like, why did I take the capsule, you know? And Headbutt's definitely a better farming card than the Feel No Pain is. We have no synergy with this right now. It's purely speculative. Evil Eye could be added for extra block, but I think Permafrost and Puzzle kind of says no to that a little bit. So I will just take my Headbutt. Large deck, and we can loop Whirlwind. Maybe not get us owned in the Frog Parasite or whatever. And I will go to the store. We have no potions, so that's another thing, is I want to buy probably at least 1 potion, unless the card is really, really good. Stampede, that's not it. However, what is it is the other card. So we have Splash, which is kind of early game damage solve, and could be headbutted as well. Really strong upgrade, so we could do like upgrade Whirlwind, upgrade Splash even, or vice versa. And also Tremble here. Tremble has the upside of coming with a potion, but unfortunately these potions are not very good. Tremble's also common, so I could go Splash and then leave. I don't think I'm willing to pay for Cinder, especially with Splash in the deck, and we can like headbutt either Splash itself or headbutt the card that is made with Splash. Splash is just really crazy, right? I don't really care that much about the common cards. The power's just not very good. So yeah, the only consideration is Cinder, but I think since we already have extra base cards in the deck, and I feel relatively strong now, that I should not add more garbage that I will not want to draw later in the run. We need to figure out how to win any game. And hopefully the Relic Bar tells us that, basically. That's the idea. We just... wait. That's kind of funny. Costs no stars, by the way. It's very hard for us to kill this turn. But we can do, like, this into Splash or something. I think it's just guaranteed lethal. I'm not really going to do the math here. I don't even need to play it, right? I just do this. No reason to risk. Okay, P-Strike. So that's kind of like Giga Cinder with the extra strike, and that's what I was talking about. I don't think I care about the Iron Wave, but if we're running into all the elites, the chip damage saved is not going to be that significant. It is a lot of upgrade debt. However, I don't mind. So War 1 Splash and P-Strike are what we want to upgrade right now. And having a big attack that you can headbutt back is always the idea. Like, the more attacks we add that we care about headbutting, the better that the headbutt gets. Of course, it does make endgame harder. That's the consideration here. Havoc is just never. It's just not playable, really, until upgrade. No reason to. It just plays 1 energy worth of stuff most of the time. With the obvious high roll of, like, Havocing Whirlwind or something. But I think I'm down to take P-Strike. It's just, like, bigger than normal. And we have no, like, mega attack here. Yeah, Capsule P-Strike is cool. Retain. Could retain Whirlwind. Could retain Headbutt. I think I just upgrade a card. I just talked about the upgrade debt, right? I don't think the retain here is too broken compared to the upgrades. Oh, Sown. Not retain. It's energy, guys. It's energy. Read, please. There's the other event that's retained, right? I just like defaulted to that. Okay, well that actually is worth it for sure, right? It could be Bash. We have no other Vold. That basically is an upgrade, you know. I could see Bash because it lets us do Bash into P-Strike. I could also see P-Strike. But I think I want to play Bash on site, right? Makes it like actually a playable card. Makes break free. I think for later game that P-Strike is just the better enchant here. Imagine P-Strike enchant and then we get clone and then you can't clone your P-Strike because it already has an enchant. That'd be kind of sad. So let's not do that. That's actually a real consideration, I think. Not ruining your clone target. It's like 7% chance to get clone. 7.2 or something. I can't remember the exact number, but it's like not super high, but enough of a consideration that if you insta win the run at 7%, you might as well keep that open, you know? So now the question is, what do we upgrade? I think it's between War 1, P-Strike, Splash. Bash upgrade is interesting, but not as much. Also, no potions going into this, which our potion is really our HP bar, I think. We will very, very, very likely get a potion here. It's 85% to get pot here, because this is 40 and then goes to 50, goes to 60, goes to 70, and then we get 15% buff in the elite. And then it would be 95% here if we don't. There's a hidden like 15% bonus, I believe. Still no powers. Whirlwind is needed to like wipe out the frog parasites. But overall, I feel like Splash is going to also help do that, and probably the biggest cheat, right? It's like multiple upgraded cards, and we always play Splash, basically. It's just a higher high roll than what's in the deck right now, because we can get rare cards. And, yeah, so Splash, by the way, that's, what in the world, man? That's insane. Comet, 44, perma debuffed. I think with this, we can play block here. It is weekend. One consideration would be to open P-Strike into one card lethal. Next turn is a smaller hit than this turn, though, so I might as well just tank the hit next turn. It was very close, guys. Very close. I don't mind taking this damage, I think. We just take the 9 and get out. Splash upgrade performing. Strike dummy is insanely strong, so I think with that we were just 100% just running in max. And block pot is, of course, very good. Blood wall card. I don't mind just like one big butt card. Also procs puzzle, which honestly could be a downside. I think I'd rather have bloodletting. Blood wall is definitely worse, I think, with the puzzle than bloodletting for sure. You know, like we draw into stuff that we can't play, because I can't even do like a blood wall into bash, and then I can miss it even with the enchant. It's up against skip though. I really don't want a second whirlwind, because I just like, am I gonna upgrade the one that I have? I don't need it. And drum of battle is kind of interesting, low key. It's 0 energy block. And we have headbutt. So how stupid is it? And a bunch of extra basics. So the chance it hits a good card is less. It's kind of interesting. I can definitely see it being good. Like, we don't even need our core cards if they get exhausted. Like, yeah, it sucks, but we have strike dummy. So like every card is kind of enough output. It's pretty funny. And this is why looking at tier lists does not give the whole story, because I think I'm clicking the drum here over the blood wall. There's a few reasons why the blood wall is worse than normal, right? And a few reasons why the drum is better than normal. Let's do the drum. I think that's really interesting, actually. The next fight is 50% chance to be Frog Parasite, so Whirlwind upgrade becomes more valuable, and Splash is already green. P-Strike kind of got upgraded with the extra strike already and the strike dummy, so maybe not as needed. I think we do this. Panto? Okay, yeah, 100%. Every relic is telling us to run in. We have insane early game power, just like farm everything, right? Well, Whirlwind is just worse than playing 3 strikes here, which is quite sad. That's 8 and these are 9. Hey, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Here's the bash into P-Strike. We can play Drum of Battle, or we could have played it before, but I think I don't want to draw into Splash here. And the redraw is not so bad either. Okay. We can put Drum on top. That's block next turn, and also maybe does something. Stack slow, maybe we just try to kill. So we defend, probably. Or at least play 1 defend, because can never play more than one more strike here. Then we could do Headbutt Strike. And just take the 20, because we have big healing. I don't need to really care about my HP too much. Vuln runs out, so I think I should capitalize on Vuln damage now. I bet it's going to be relatively important here. Splash first is fine. Okay, it's super, super dead. Hyper Beam, GG. Tungsten Rod. That doesn't interact with anything poorly right now, so of course it's clicked. Just, we're checking. Probably should look at this to like see Inferno or something. So that does close Inferno, really. I don't mind too much, but like Bloodletting is still proccing this, and spamming Bloodletting is obviously just going to be really, really strong in this run. Triggered into upgrade Triggered. Kind of already just exhausting random stuff with Drum. Armaments with Puzzle is a little bit better than normal, but once again, I don't think I want to commit the upgrade to it. We can just upgrade the P-Strike and then upgrade the Bash or whatever. I think we just skip here. Infernal Blade is basically bad splash, and True Grit feels not needed. I want to get Vuln value off the bash, so even though I don't really want to headbutt any of these cards, I think I should play this. So I could block pot here, and then just headbutt strike. Because we're very likely to overlay pots, and I only take one here. And I just get out of here like ASAP. I think that's correct. I don't want to sit around here until turn 3. We take 1 damage per puzzle, and then we just get out. Okay, Sword Boomer, not it. With Strike Dummy, doesn't take advantage of it. Also just like, yeah, no strength in the deck. Rampage, also not really it. Iron Wave, not it. Rampage is like the thing that we would pick to kill the boss, but I think Splash is already doing that job just fine. And P-Strike is a big enough number that we can just swing it in. A bunch of common attacks, just not really worth it. Okay, here's our frog. Drawing Whirlwind here. We can headbutt though. I'm gonna play Splash just to see. Barry just kills into Whirlwind, basically. That's really funny. It doesn't matter the order here. This should spill over, right? Yep. And Drum can be headbutted back. 2 strikes kills anything here. A little awkward. We should play A strike here, I think. Just take puzzle anyways to draw everything. And put damage like here or something. Just so headbutt kills it. Because we could headbutt Whirlwind here. And this should just solve. Once again, Splash going crazy. Sterlek doesn't do anything. Flame Barrier, Tremble. I think Tremble is just way too good to pass up, right? I do like Flame Barrier, but we have no actual reasonable Vuln, basically. Just Bash, and I don't want to play that. After the first time, I should say. This will perma-Vuln the enemy, basically, in most fights. Just plays nicely with having, like, boosted strikes. Flame Barrier, a little awkward with P-Strike. We're just gonna try and hit the enemy, and I think Beetlejuice can honestly be saved for Act 4. Clarity Extract is definitely a later game potion that's not very good right now. Beetlejuice can be used now, so we are really strong. It's not like Act 2 is gonna necessarily be free depending on what we see, but I think we're not necessarily struggling too much here. We can just ignore this guy's status and just P-Strike here. It's very close to kill, so next turn I would assume that, you know, with puzzle that we cannot possibly miss. I actually don't think it's possible. Second Drum, Stomp, 1-2 punch. 1-2 punch with the P-Strike or the Splash is kind of actually better than normal, and with puzzle better than normal, but I think that's not really what I want to be doing. Most of the time it's just duping a strike. Don't want second Drum. The only reason I wanted the first one is because it procs the permafrost, really. Stomp, we have Whirlwind to play with it, and Splash to play with it, and the Bash upgrade, I guess. It is better than normal. It just feels like worse with Strike Dummy, and we also have the Whirlwind already. Doesn't really feel like we need it. 1-2 punch is just worse than Skip, right? It does something with the Whirlwind, but that's about it. It can't do like 1-2 punch into Bash into P-Strike or something. Like the Dream, you know? 1-2 punch into Bash into Splash is the thing, but like I don't really care about duping Bash anymore when I have Tremble. So that's already like one thing that just doesn't really matter. Duping Strikes is also whatever. I don't want to bloat out my deck. I think it's just not good. Even late game, it doesn't feel like it's going to be anything. Okay, I think we should Drum here. If I miss some stuff, maybe we can Colorless Pot to not get destroyed, but yeah, if like I exhaust Splash or something, that's completely fine. Eradicate. Not cheesing any energy, so I think I just take my Refract. That does more damage than Whirlwind, so we should play Whirlwind here before. And it should be dead, right? With Vuln here, like no way we miss. I don't think very hard. So we took the capsule, we farmed the entire act, 4 elites, only upgraded every single fire. And we're full HP. So the act went pretty well. Maybe we could have skipped some more stuff that was like picked to help inside of the act that will be a detriment in endgame. But I don't think I made too many concessions. The big one is like the P-Strike, but it could be clone target. Juggling to counter drum, yeah. Wait, drum of battle, howl from beyond? Never run out of gas? Okay, let's not. Book of Five Rings is like in consideration here, but yeah, not really. Just not really seeing anything. Bash upgrade versus Tremble upgrade. I think Bash is also just always getting played, so probably better than Tremble upgrade. P-Strike is probably just big though. We have an extra strike. It's just like a mega upgrade, 7 damage upgrade. It's like insane. We will take hits here, but we have HP, you know, so I'm not super concerned. I don't think there's any reason to put any cards on top here, so we just play headbutt first. And I will try not to use a potion. Like, with this much HP, you just want to solve this into Act 2. And yeah, we'll just trade here, right? Like, just make progress here, play the Tremble, play the big P-Strike. You cannot afford to miss either. Take the hit, draw with Puzzle, and call it a day. No splash, which is what I wanted, but I guess we can drum. Should I shuffle my Bash in? No. So like when you're at the edge of your draw pile here, you want to think about putting cards into the discard pile before you shuffle. So if I play Bash here and then into drum, then I can redraw my Bash. But if I never want to redraw my Bash, I should not do that, which I don't think I do. All these cards are kind of bad, right? So I just drum first. Unfortunately, it shuffles out Splash, but Splash is shuffled out no matter what. And we can play Splash first for information before we decide if we play Bash or not. So we could headbutt Kingly Punch, and that's basically just Rampage. Or we can just play the Celestial Might, which I think is just better. And it's like Bash into headbutt into Splash, probably. I imagine that Splash is just going to be stronger than like anything else here. Of course that happens, by the way. Don't forget about that, guys. It's okay. Nothing really matters here. We're able to sort of just click cards here. The Giga combo. Yeah, experienced drum of battle player, for sure. Thinking too much about being big brain and just forget that you played this last turn, genius. Well, guys, that's very strong with Permafrost. Also, just like the first like good card we've seen like all run, basically. Brand is not even losing HP with Tungsten Rod, but I still don't think it's very good. I think we just take our block card that turns our defense into like decent cards. And yeah, that's really good power. So drum of battle could be fine. It could be clone. Not it. Pale's Legion with Unmovable. Your defense block for 20. Fasten versus Unmovable. Fasten is just better early game. It's just cheaper and doesn't need the upgrade. And it basically does the same thing with every card instead of just first one. We could just remove like a bunch of cards and upgrade all our defense or something. I don't even think it's that insane to just say that we don't care about playing blocks in the first couple of fights because they go really fast and we just kill. So we could just remove all our defense, add them all back green, and we get double value from Unmovable. So it's like a double upgrade. Relax with Unmovable is a little interesting. Also, Book of Five Rings, we basically just like say, hey, we take chip, but we know we're going to get 5 cards back, so we're going to heal delayed in a couple of fights. This is the crab here, which is not super terrifying or anything. I think we just tried to farm max again here. I don't even mind necessarily running into all the hallways. I just want to see the good cards. We don't have Bloodletting yet. And I don't really think Act 2 events are all that great. If we're taking a lot of damage and we need to bail out here, we can. We have Juzu, but there's a lot of stuff that just adds random cards into my deck that I don't really want. I don't necessarily want to play Drum of Battle going forward. If the fight's short, I will play it, right? Long fights, I will just not. I don't mind doing Pale's Tooth, though. We could even, like, remove the Unmovable for a bit and add that back instead. I don't really care about it in the hallways. I don't care about it until like the fights are long enough to really warrant it. All the short fights we play drum. It's a little bit like Pale's Legion, but Pale's Legion is like stronger right now. Thieving Hopper should be fine. We have like Splash, Whirlwind, P-Strike, whatever. I'm not really worried about any of the hallways. I think like if we have HP to trade into the hallways, we should be completely fine. Can you refuse the tooth cards like the Thief Bug? No, these are automatically added back. The Bug you can skip, but Unmovable 2 cost can still play with Permafrost. It's not like our our block is like good anyways. But like unmovable into defend is definitely a thing, right? You play unmovable and defend, you block 17. That's like pretty decent to get your power down, even at 2 energy. But I think the Book of 5 Rings is really speaking for the Tooth here. Yeah, just having upgraded like all blocks basically. And then that's like double upgrade with unmovable. It seems fine, right? Yeah, relax is a little weird. It's like interesting with puzzle. Like you play relax, you don't full block, but like you get a bunch of energy and then you proc puzzle, proc relax, draw 10, have 5 energy. But interesting. Yeah, I don't mind the Tooth here, I think. Take the removable or the unmovable. Yeah, geez. And all the blocks. We can add defend back in so it's not in a disgusting order or something. I don't know. Which defend? This is a personality test. We do want to take fights to not have to worry about this kind of thing. And of course I will drum here. Again, don't be too concerned about taking chip here. You're going to heal. Potion is a consideration. Next turn, we have like bash into splash and see. I do want to make this die. Splash into P-strike cannot necessarily always happen. My vibes say to hit left because we're not going to be able to block this guy. But I'm not really concerned about potions yet. I think if I don't get a pot here, I will be using potion. Whirlwind is just killing, so we can just do this, right? Okay, complete garbage. Just basically a million attacks. Not really anything I want. Colorless Potion versus Fire Pot. I think we don't care about Fire Pot that much. Yeah, the worst thing about large capsule is that it adds your strike and defend in a bad feeling order. But now all our strikes are first and the defends are late. We've kind of fixed it a little bit. I think just Rocket Punch here, right? Just draw 2. See. I should put Splash on top, but other than that, I don't think there's any reason not to just block here. We should be killing this guy. Heirloom Hammer. It just says deal 25 though, so I think I click it. Not that it's like the most exciting thing of all time, you know? But do not want to play drum here. Unless it was like lethal. It might have been. But I think this is also not taking damage, so I'm pretty sure the fight's just over. Inflame. Power. There becomes diminishing returns after a little bit. Of course, I would rather have Dominate. And the strength is not super meaningful right now if we're scaling with like Splash P-Strike ideas. It plays a little bit with the Whirlwind. I think it's just a skip. If it came green, I'd click it, but I don't want to commit an upgrade. We can upgrade something we get here. And yes, I will be running into all the fights here. Not really a big fight me enjoyer. I think giving the enemy strength is just very bad. Unfortunately, I cannot play this, but it would be cool. This fight could own us. We have an upgraded defend to draw into here, though. And here's where the drum will go in. This guy takes too many turns off here. Like, just doesn't hit us for enough, really. Do I P-Strike over playing an extra defend? I don't really care that much about taking the chip here. It's like super dead next turn. I think I could block here. So it takes turn off and then we just kill with like splash or something. And it's vuln forever, so we never like run out of damage really. That's not very good. Okay. Could get a little bit on here by Thorns, because I think we are trying to kill here, but no, you're not. Okay, if we want to cash in our heal, now we can. Dex Pot is pretty useless here. I want on-demand power. The defense being upgraded will probably be enough. Also, yeah, kind of just garbage again. No bloodletting. I feel like I've seen a million sword boomerangs next to Havoc right now. Blood Wall, not that useful with the defense being green. And I don't want to lose my puzzle on it. It is interesting for endgame for sure, though. It probably is very good, like, after this act. Maybe I have extra energy, or, like, I have energy generating stuff by then, and then it becomes useful to puzzle on that turn. But I think I'm just focused only on immediate short term right now with 4 elites incoming, so I probably don't take it. Anything that can like draw me into like splash I can't play or the bash I can't play. No lines to think about here, just play the hand. I think we're out of here, right? We just like headbutt the P-Strike. We're gonna heal here, so I don't have to be super concerned about taking damage. Let's just get out. Auric Acid is insane. Complete crap again. And this is, again, showcasing why you need to do this sort of thing on Clad. Like, you have to farm fights because there's so much stuff I just don't want. In order to, like, actually have a good deck, you have to run into a million fights. Like, imagine that you see these card rewards, but you see them, like, here. Because you didn't fight. You didn't farm Act 1, you didn't farm Act 2, and now you don't have any cards. Because you're still needing to get through, like, seeing this reward. I think this is just going to be better than Colorless Pot. It's just cheating way too much output, right? And we can hold these for endgame. I was talking about the Beetlejuice being held. If you're strong now, you just hold the Broken Thing for endgame. That's kind of the idea right now. We have a lot of money going into this shop. We counter our Drum of Battle Exhausting Splash. With the burning sticks. Nostalgia to exhaust your stuff with the drum? That's kind of weird. It's really interesting, to be honest. Like a nostalgia drum. This is not the greatest star of all time. And I don't think I will be removing more than like once in this run, if I had to guess. Like I could just remove this defend, but I don't think I need to do it yet. We can just wait and save our money for like Act 3 store. Pendulum is pretty good though. I think we just take that. There's just nothing else in this store. We've talked about like every single other card that exists here, except for the bomb, which we just don't need at this point in the run. And yeah, the Book of 5 Rings pretty much played exactly like we thought with the Pale's Tooth, and now we have the upgraded defense, right? Okay. I think Bash Upgrade is legit here compared to Tremble, because you're playing both on site, and we just get 2 extra damage out of it. There's no really another upgrade, I don't think. Remove is only really the consideration if you need to remove every single store, and you just cannot. This could be a drum moment for sure. It just block. I think we play it. And I can also headbutt here. Just like defend or whatever. I wonder if the days can go on top here. I cannot. So in Spire 1, there was a unintended issue where stuff that gets shuffled into your draw pile cannot be the exact top card. I assume that they fixed that, but I have not confirmed that. Okay, we're gonna take Puzzle here, and then I assume we just go in. If we exhaust Splash, we are very sad, or P-Strike, and then maybe we can pot, you know, but I don't think we are doing that yet. Okay, pretty sad. That is what it is. If it exhausts like P-Strike at some point, then we probably need to pot, but I'm not super concerned. Like rest is just free basically. We will just full walk here. Ouch. I don't mind potting here, I think. We are pretty likely to overlay as well. But this is very likely to be blocks as well. There's, yeah, everything. Whirlwind, I don't really want to play, but I don't have very much control over that. I can just let Stampede take the wheel. Or we can let Whirlwind play here and then play Bash, and then it's, like, dead, I think. Yep. Okay, we did overlay. This potion's not amazing, though. Game piece is pretty sick with Drum. Just free upgrade, also nice with this. Okay, and we're looking at a million common attacks again. So the other idea here is that when your deck is, like, not super great, you're just supported by 1,000 relics, which is pretty much what's happening. We just have a billion relics, and then we just get to farm because of that. Okay, and now we're also rich, which also good. Okay, Centipede's last is quite nice here. No reason to play Whirlwind here, actually. Just better to play the other thing. I don't think I hate the idea of just using Beetlejuice here. Since, again, if we overlay pots, then I'd rather just use it. And we haven't really seen anything in the first half of the act, so the idea of holding endgame potions when we're not that strong doesn't really appeal to me that much. So I think we just toss it. It's going to hit us next turn as well. Blocks a lot this turn. Tremble into P-Strike. Sounds good. And then we get an energy back. We play Unmovable to get the block. Need to make a decent amount of progress, though. Ooh, that's actually not good, but not much to do about that, huh? Shuffle Bash out, yeah. Do I even want to play the drum? I think we don't. We can save it for later. We're full blocking right now, so... Maybe I don't risk it. And it's a good redraw. The fight's closer to over. We just headbutt nothing. Just try to kill here with like the P-Strike, whatever. Uproar can cheese. No, cheese P-Strike maybe. Dang. Can try to draw into defend plus before we play the block for the turn. Perfect. Game piece going in. There's no lethal, right? We should play this for sure, but then we just rest. We should be out of here. Well, that's not doing a whole lot. Still no bloodletting. A little concerned now. We're just not seeing anything. I think I've skipped every card reward the entire act. I've farmed nothing but fights, but skipped every single card, bought nothing in the store, skipped, yeah, just everything. It's really bad. I mean, yeah, seeing nothing the entire act is not a good thing. And no potion here for the centipedes. We do have Pantograph. Yeah, there's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot here at all. No pummels, no bloodlettings, yeah. And I thought my Book of Five Rings would be going in a bit more than it's going in. We're actually just skipping everything. That's really bad. Splash can carry. I trust Splash. The question is, do I want to take the Blood Wall now? Because it will actually play. That amount of block will play in the centipedes for sure. P-Strike scaling? No. We're not going to add random bad strike cards to scale P-Strike. P-Strike does not scale enough to make that worth it. You're better off just playing the same P-Strike more times for less damage. Yeah, this is a really dubious position. Plus healing. It heals 1. That's not really why you would pick this here. We have Ashwater to play it. If we're concerned about the guys... I don't think that howl is good. It's desperation. Question is, do we need to be that scared? If I exhaust Splash in a fight, it's really bad. I don't think I like this Blood Wall yet. I think we're just skipping again. And hopefully we see something good. We need to see something good quickly. Something good right here. Echoing Slash? Imagine scrape into Echoing Slash, that'd be sick, but yeah, no. Unmovable, and then we block a lot. And then just play the thing. Opening up Whirlwind stuff soon. I could see drawing into Splash here, like Headbutt Splash, play the thing, and then go. Or we can do like Headbutt into Whirlwind on the Echoing Slash, but nothing's gonna die here is the problem. I think we just play Splash now. If we drum a battle into Bash, we can still play it as well. So I should just hit. We're gonna take a big hit here. But I kind of need to just have a high roll situation. Exhausting these cards does not feel very good. Well, here's a Giga Crash Landing. Yeah, we just play this now, right? Cannot actually kill anything, but I will play 16 block. Could Ashwater... I'm not that scared. Like, even if we exhaust P-Strike here, we're still killing, like, one thing. And then we have, like, a Crash Landing and an Echoing Slash on the redraw. And a Whirlwind. It's fine. Not awesome, but fine. Okay. 16 block for sure, and then we can pick one to kill. You can kill the one that is debuffing, and then next turn they should all die, hopefully. This elite was definitely the hardest, or what? I think so. Not sure if I can take the next elite. With Penso, surely. We need HP to solve the boss, though. Our output's not good. We're out of here, unless we can somehow stall, but we cannot. Bagger prep is good, but doesn't save us. Here's a pommel strike. Scales P-strike. Scales our endgame. Has strike dummy value. And no bloodletting. We're really missing a lot of stuff in this run. Pinpoint. Just big damage. We can also play Guiding Star for free. Right now my turn is like unmovable into defend here. So maybe I don't want to draw. Well. That's fine. Hit here, hit here. It's pretty easy to full block the dude. I mean, not with this draw, actually. Yeah, unfortunately not with this dude, so we need to kill. There is no upgraded defend here to block 16. But we will just hit. Just Warwind here. This guy needs to die, and we're probably going to take a hit here, but 1 defend plus will do it. And we can headbutt defend plus. I think at this point, like being able to play a defend a turn is basically just full blocking everything. That's the idea. All these cards are kind of bad. So we can drum. We want info first, though. Reeve versus Defy. Probably just Reeve, right? The soul is good. Do I drum first? I want to draw Bash. Not really. I don't actually want to draw Bash. I just want to draw through this. I'd rather draw Tremble here because it discounts pinpoint too. Okay. And then we just hit. I don't think we had lethal there, but we definitely do now. I didn't calculate super accurately though. Pendulum on 1 is actually better because we bag a prep, right? We will not be able to play all the energy. Firepot's excellent. Feel no pains opens something for later. It's not super great. I guess it's like metallicized with drum, kind of. I've seen how many sword boomerangs now? Trying to add cards here for the Book of 5 Rings. But I think we just take the Feel No Pain, right? It's also just like Game Piece and Permafrost. And we just run in again. This fight could be kind of scary. I think the Firepot's pretty solid though against like the B dude. We just haven't really gotten stronger throughout the act. Like we haven't clicked anything. So like how strong we were at the beginning of the act is pretty much the same now, except we have some extra relics. That's about it. There's like a lot of problems with that right now. P-strike is a lot of damage here. I think I pommel first though. I would like to see powers or something to inform. Okay, this happens. Question is, do I full block or do I just play P-strike? Because I could see full blocking here since I expect to sort of take damage in this fight. And next turn we have the pendulum anyways. And we don't really care that much about playing P-strike without the Vuln, I think. Wow. That's not good. We have like Ashwar to Feel No Pain, but not anymore. Yeah, these are pretty gross. Could just like retain this, just to not redraw it. This turn is like bash into unmovable and get destroyed, and then hope for the best, I think. Didn't draw defend here. Just Vuln. Don't want to redraw this either. I also don't want to redraw that. We can just save it for later. Pretty unfortunate how this fight is going so far. Ooh, is this the fight that Drum like completely griefs? Because now I'm scared. I can control a bit with headbutt, so I could do like this and then headbutt that on top. Could also just exhaust a strike. I don't mind. It needs to die like very fast. If I don't have P-strike here, yeah, if I exhaust P-strike, this is incredibly bad. It needs to die next turn. Obviously we like rest and then have Panto, so we're not like dead. And Drum maybe just doesn't get played in this fight. Firepot Reach is probably doing it, right? Like we can just do this. and then just hit it. No fire pot even needed. Mailbox is great here. We'll probably be using that. Inferno with the rod. The one like good card we've seen. And it's not even good anymore. This act is awful. I farmed 4 elites. And see no cards. Like literally pick 2 cards. Is this still worth taking? We can take a second copy of it and then lose 2 HP and that will proc. What a garbage act 2. Shop with like a lot of gold and 4 elites, farm everything, get nothing. That's really horrifying. Holy crap. Act 1 was super strong and then act 2 is just nothing. Like we snowballed and then just like snowball into nothing. We farmed everything but you just see nothing. It draws 1. I mean, that's not good enough, right? Entirely speculative. Yeah, the blood walls. The 2 blood walls. Oh boy, how do we win? I rest for potions is like the idea. Powder Demise maybe just gets clicked, right? That's awful. The Inferno comes green, man. Ugh. Oh, I'm worried. Inferno does not work with Rod. If we have Inferno that stacks with another card that loses HP at the beginning of turn, I wonder if they stack at the same time or not. I know 2 Infernos would lose 2 HP, but Crimson Mantle plus Inferno is like maybe an out we should play around. That's a horrible thought. They don't. Okay, pretty upsetting. Well, I guess we just skip. Skip the entire act. It's awful. Ashwater is maybe good for the boss. If we just loop like a splash card, that seems like an idea, right? It's probably not going to be good. It's probably getting tossed to the mailbox here, but that's getting drank. So something is leaving the belt. So we could lose Ashwater, drink the blood pot, then take the potion of binding. I think that's the line. And now we're like full HP into the boss. Okay, really good opening draw at least. We just open Splash and C, right? And I think we drink the Powder Demise like immediately. Gamma Blast is would be good if we could replay it, but basically Assassinate's doing the same thing. Supermassive is really funny, just not good unless we get like Crash Landing. So I think we just take Assassinate. I want to like turn to play this because it's a lot of damage incoming and weakness is good. Or not weakness, what am I saying? But just turning is good. So I could Tremble here and then Assassinate here. We should just play this, right? I guess we could also turn with Powder Demise, which means I should do it first and then play something to turn later. This guy needs to die before it just like big hits me twice, basically. So we play Unmovable for block. See, this is the problem. We could do Tremble on right, or we can stack Volt on the same person. Playing the block card is so much block, though. Maybe we just play this on the turn. And Powder Demise goes in. Next act, we will have Book of 5 Rings. That's a heal. Okay, Feel No Pain is here. We should turn. It's a big number. Feel No Pain is like not that insane to play right now though, to be honest. Like if I don't play the drum, which I am not really planning on it, what is it doing? Okay, and we just loop Splash here and try to get Splash to do something. We don't shuffle it out. Come on, Splash, you can do it. Slice is like anger, sure. Can take Sweeping Beam to not shuffle out P-Strike, but I don't know why I care about that. I hit here and then turn with this. And then next turn, maybe we have to use the pot. All the damage is coming from Powder Demise right now, by the way. Like literally all of it. Come on, Splash. Kingly Kick. It's pretty decent. Tremble, Kingly Kick, defend. Seems pretty obvious. Ow. Could see Potion of Binding here. I would love to save that for when they're both hitting me, I think. It's a pretty bad run. Headbutt Kingly Kick. It's not really doing it. I think we just headbutt Splash. We just keep trying. It's like so hard to make progress though. This guy needs to die before it hits me again for big. 5? Murder. I think this scales retroactively, like the good way. Can't even play this. Yeah, it's a big number. Could drums now to scale the murder a bit. Yeah, I don't think I mind that. Is it dead? It is dead, right? Okay, it gets strength, but not much to do about that. I think I'll just take my chance to kill. This is bash into whatever. And it needs to die. We have this panic button one time. Ay. Brother. Okay, at least we don't exhaust splash here. We always headbutt something on top. Do I use this now? I think so. Just exhaust bash, right? Or whirlwind. Whirlwind sucks. Can feel no pain to try and draw a splash. We just play stuff. I just don't want to redraw this, really. Well, might die here. From full, basically. It's like pretty horrifying. Yep, that's really bad. Bash must be played, I think. It needs to be vulnerable. We can never kill. We lost a lot of damage, though. Like, I don't know if it's possible to win this here. This fit, like, is way too bad. Probably need to play Kingly Kick and just try to redraw it, right? And that's our way to a kill next turn. We cannot try to block here because this is just going to murder us, really. Whatever we headbutt just gets exhausted, so we can just exhaust Slice or something. Doesn't really matter right now. We're just trying to kill. Okay, we're alive. Beetlejuice is excellent, and hopefully this rare card doesn't brick because, I mean, this entire act bricked, so... Yeah, farming 4 elites to get nothing is pretty awful. Cruelty is not a brick. Everything else pretty much sucks. Well, hopefully the store bails us out, by the way. Or Darv bails us out. Snecko? We also have Corruption. Is that even good? Corruption, Feel No Pain. We lose Splash, though. This empty cage is entirely uninspiring, so we are just ignoring that, I think. I don't really see what it does. We remove, and then the deck has no output because all we're doing is relying on Splash to carry. We're really just relying on Splash. It's pretty horrifying. I think the thing that has the highest chance to get incredibly broken is Corruption, because Snecko really wants Corruption with it, and obviously you cannot take those together. The Snecko's not unpickable or everything, but it's not like our deck is super high energy anyways. So it's unlikely we have like really good turns with Snecko here. No energy generation at all. We farm max hallways, walked into stores with a lot of money, farmed max elites, and seen nothing. Corruption means we are less likely to even play the drums in the first place. If you just don't want to exhaust your stuff, just don't play it. Because now we have a way that Feel No Pain does something. I think it's just Corruption. That does use my Book of Five Rings, which is unfortunate. Can I farm? Door, honestly, should be pretty okay. You don't need to add more skills for Corruption necessarily. I mean, we do have like an extra defend, which is nice too. Corruption lets us exhaust down to some sort of attack loop. And so we want to either be really strong or have like an anger or something to loop. Or we get a Dark Embrace. You know, like this opens a lot of stuff to just be like winning automatically on the spot. It's just that we have not seen those things yet. We just haven't seen anything. This map looks awful, by the way. Where are the fires? First fire is here. Yeesh. I think we start here and just see, and it's possible we need to run into the events. I know for sure that I just want to shop, and there's also not 2 stores, so this is the only store in the entire act, so maybe we get a store in the question mark, or a way to spend money. This is really rough. We basically need to go to the store, though. Splash and see. Ugh. Can, like, transfer over Tremble, I guess. Or, like, bash Vuln or whatever. Just don't play it. Yeah, here's like the Corruption Feel No Pain idea, right? Like you do this and then you just sort of like block everything, at least for a little bit, and then we just hope to like rush down kill. Not doing anything here is pretty shit. think I will take my risk of playing drum here just to have a turn that does something. That does something right now. It's not great after this turn, but it's okay. I think I will play Warwind over playing extra strikes just to get damage on extra stuff. Don't need to play this yet. There's only one defend to draw into here, so this kind of needs to just die. It does die. Yeah. Oh. Tremble's gone. Feels pretty bad. Taking no damage here is excellent. Dominate card. Okay, we saw something. We actually saw something. Holy crap. Anyone hoping now for the future? I'm hopeful. My god. We saw a card. Drama Battle here feels like it must be played. I can see how this goes very wrong though. Weakness? My god. Is that legal? Yeah, all these cards are pretty good, so kind of sad, but at least we get our Dominate down. No corruption here. But Feel No Pain going in a bit. Fortunately, Drum is making me very sad right now. Don't need more bash. Hopefully it dies here. It's really close. No energy cheat's really bad. We kind of need splash here, I think. Okay. So we could try to splash and kill with like Sucker Punch or something, or we can just play like weakness into block and then kill next turn. These cards I don't care about exhausting with Drum. I think I weaken and we just try to kill next turn. I think splash if it misses is way too much HP loss. And Book of Five Rings hopefully goes in. Blood Potion's excellent. Here's another Tremble for my Dominate. I think that's just clicked, right? Also works with Feel No Pain, but we need to make sure the Dominate's big. Would you remove Drum? It's like fine enough, to be honest. This deck doesn't have that many core cards. I can just play it on second cycle. If I just ignore it in long fights until second cycle, it's just one draw. And in short fights, it's usually just positive because it draws 3. So I still don't like just remove it. Bully is not good enough yet, right? I think we just Tremble. We just want all our stuff to work, like the Cruelty and the Dominates. Advanced hallways here feel a little suspicious, and I think we are in a point where we want to high roll out of something. Yeah. Ugh. Well, here's a use for gold. Could have taken the debt for this. If I get cursed here, I'm very sad. I'll try to, yeah. Exactly like this, right? Avoid the curse, and now we can just play wherever. Okay, that's really good. Vicious is kind of whatever. But yeah, the first couple of clicks should be so you cannot get cursed is basically the idea. Flambe feels fine with Unmovable, especially just bigger block card. Oh, excellent. Vicious is kind of hopium a little bit. Plays a little bit with Corruption, but we have no energy cheat. Like, no Bloodletting still. Do I want to take the fight now? We can only get one elite in this act. That's horrendous. Because I will be shopping. Like, shop is just worth more than the elite. You can just buy all the relics. I want to see, like, Bloodletting and whatnot. I think, like, we really need to see cards, but the advanced hallways can just do it to me. Okay, Corruption, Feel No Pain, and Opening Hand is pretty solid. Maybe we just start with Corruption. That will just be being played. And now we just block a bit. Fortunately, we probably get owned here. Drum is definitely being played here, so I guess we just do that. Like, this is exactly what I mean about the Drum, though. It's like, you really want to be able to play that. Math needs to be done here, unfortunately. We want to kill both the ones that are multiing to not take as many hits as possible. And we have quite a bit of Feel No Pain block, but not enough. So I can, like, Giga Strength. And then I have 2 energy left of strikes to play, but I think I need to, like, Volt 1. Like this sort of thing. And then play Bash and then Strong. So how much is this? We do Bash on 1 and then we get 5 strength. Or 6 strength, sorry. And then this would be 15. We cannot kill 2, but we can make some progress, right? Just work on the guy that's hitting me next turn, right? Ouchie. That's very unfortunate, but what can you do? Big number. Shuffle out all my blocks, but this guy just dies. We're strong. Things set up. Blood pot, swift pot, of course. Not really anything again. That's awful. I want my money, I think. I mean, we have a lot of money, but I need to walk into the store and just get, like, all the relics, basically. So Beetlejuice is gone or what? Even though it's, like, an insane potion. I just don't want to give up the other things. Is Beetlejuice worth 100 gold? Is a question. Probably not. I mean, that's good. Could be a lot worse, you know? And that's where the upgraded defense makes us hit good stuff there. Okay, this needs to be very strong. Chemax, Whirlwind, Bloodletting. Holy crap. Okay. Also Touch of Insanity. I mean, okay, I already clicked, so let's just click those things. Oh, man. Extra Vuln plays with the thing and also just strips artifacts, which is quite nice, right? Remove is very much who cares at this point. We have no active draw, by the way, so that's still a big problem. It's not like the run is solved. I really want this green, and I would like Pommel Strike green. I mean, this is why I didn't throw my money away, you know? Like, you need this start to be good. Touch of Insanity should be bought, right? Free Pommel Strike or whatever. Because we exhaust down with Corruption, and then we actually get to loop something, which is, like, insane. So let's buy that. We do heal if I buy a card here, so I'd rather not, I think. Not that we really have anything to worry about buying here. Akabeko Whirlwind is, like, doing a lot of funny stuff. So it's like Marbles versus Akabeko. Remove is like nothing. Akabeko feels like it's a little too late, but it could let us do some funny stuff. There's just like too many dead cards to draw through, but I guess like Puzzle, and we have some powers to play now. Bloodletting is so good. That wants to be green as well. I'd rather have the fights, I think, at this point. Is that true? Or would I rather have an event? The event can low roll and like kind of own us. It's not super likely though, I don't think. I guess I could have bought Blood Pot first. Yeah, that's the better line, is buying Blood Pot, drinking it, and then buying the thing. If you know that you're not going to spend your gold. But I didn't think that far ahead. That's a very good relic. Most of the time it doesn't matter because we have Book of 5 Rings, but could hold us out. No, Corruption can be played in the boss too. If you get strong enough, you just play attacks and the enemy dies. People are scared to exhaust their deck, but it's actually a boon to the player most of the time. I mean, otherwise I wouldn't add the Corruption, you know? Gemba a bit? I mean, Pantograph. Yeah, Boulder's good early. And here's where, like, we just heal all the damage, right? Bloodletting is just so crazy. See what this is? Dying Star? There's just Rocket Punch, I think, for free draw. Okay, Corruption into Dominate, into Defend. Or isn't to take the damage here, I think. Almost forgot about Chemax. Like, yeah, we already used Puzzle, so no real need, right? And this is where you can see, like, Corruption just sort of going in, right? You just get to play all your stuff for free, and you just rush the enemy down. That's what we're trying to do right now. Headbutt into Drum seems like obvious line. We just play Splash, right? Ice Lance. Well, bomb. Want to kill this turn? Because Pendulum. We do actually have Energy Sheet now to take advantage of stuff. Tremble Plus. Starting to get into the maybe too much territory, but we open some Giga High Roll. There's no test subject, which is the main reason to want this. But it does mean we can maybe play like Dominate turn 1 and not run out of Vuln. Like we draw Tremble plus Dominate turn 1 and Door, and then it's fine. It's a little bit more okay with the Dominate. Sure. Does ruin my Book of 5 Rings. Maybe that's like the actual reason not to pick it. I think this should be green now. And Pommel Strike after. Bloodletting gets exhausted quite frequently. Oh god. That's annoying. Frail doesn't really matter. 2 upgrades versus 2 relics though. Pommel Strike plus Feel No Pain upgrade is like kind of what we're eyeing here. We get Rod. Doesn't really work the way you want it to. I'm fairly sure it works the bad way. Also, it ruins your puzzle. 2 relics is very powerful, though. Then we can just, like, rest at the final fire or something. I'd just, like, rather have Shame, because the Frail just, like, who cares? For sure. Feel No Pain versus Bloodletting. Bloodletting is pretty sick. Maybe we can just upgrade all, to be honest. We just get the other upgrade here, because we have the thing. Doesn't it heal with Regret? If it's the first proc per turn, yeah. I guess maybe that's a consideration then, because we don't actually... It's really just Bloodletting, right? Yeah, maybe should have thought about that a little bit more. Also, Dominate Sag. Am I willing to play Drum here? Feels like the answer is no. I think there can be some very bad stuff that happens when I do that. We will just, do that, I guess. Triple Bolt on turn 1 is pretty funny here. Free to play. Splash before Corruption, but I would like to play Unmovable and Corruption. I don't need the splash to stick around anymore as much as we did before. Not the best performance, but I'll take Vuln, I guess. Don't forget about Chemex. Next turn we have Feel No Pain with Corruption Unmovable, so we should be just like Giga chilling. We can headbutt into Cruelty to draw something here. Maybe just Dominate. And yeah, in case you're wondering about the Corruption being good enough, well, there's your answer, right? Blocks with Feel No Pain. Just really important. Not much to talk about here. Hopefully we just kill this turn, but don't need to necessarily. Rainbow Ring is sick. Second Wind card. Less good with Corruption, but gets rid of statuses. Expect to Fight. Can do some funny stuff, for sure. Just play a lot of attacks. Just like Drum or Puzzle, and then Expect to Fight, go in. Don't mind. Any statuses? Not really. Yeah, Expect to Fight into Whirlwind or something. This fight should be relatively fast. Can splash first. Hyper Beam. One more attack, please. So they're like all dead. And this will spill over into the other guys, which is cool. Gonna headbutt Hyper Beam first. There is not, so I don't think. And we're just like out of here really fast. Oh yeah, I played drums. It's fine. You know, maybe not the first time I've forgotten about that this run. Playing pretty quick now. Stone Armor. Upgraded. Plays with Rainbow Ring. It's a little weird. Havoc I don't even hate. It's green and we have Feel No Pain. Is there anything I care about looping multiple times? Like, except for like Pommel Strike? Not really. What is the idea here? Like, we can exhaust down and door really easily. And then we play like the Touch of Insanity or something. Queen just like, I think we rush her down. Plating doesn't feel that good, but also like it's a ring proc. I'd rather just draw into my stuff, I think. Havoc on Whirlwind. Oh, that's our loop, actually. It is just Whirlwind. We do like Touch of Insanity, so we do like Whirlwind, Pommel into Whirlwind. It's like our 0 cost attack, kind of. Or maybe a splash card. Maybe Splash Prince, a draw card. Just upgrade here. Do we Feel No Pain? Do we Expect to Fight? I think we just rush the Queen. How bad could it be? Kind of bad. When I just want to draw into Corruption ASAP and draw into Bloodletting to proc Puzzle. Don't want to add more stuff. I don't think we really need the block. We're just outputting too much block already as is. Can you Insanity X cost cards? No. Okay, let's respect this fight a bit. We can play a lot of powers, but then we miss like all of our... Why do I keep drawing 3 Trembles on turn 1, by the way? I picked these so they would get spaced out. We can pommel into expect a fight if we draw 2 attacks, or I can swift pot here. I don't even hate swift potting here. Just to be able to like line up this stuff. Just want to go fast. The corruption draw here is really good. Nice corruption draw, by the way, but that's a lot of attacks, so... It works for me. Okay, we just do this. And then oh yeah, I forgot I can't do energy. It's okay. None of this really matters. I lose my puzzle, I guess, but just want to get into dominate ASAP is the idea, really. Just block a bit. Can headbutt, like pommel maybe. Corruption dominate is the idea. We like drum into corruption and then just rush. Be really strong, go in. Or we can just play Whirlwind. Either way. Or could have done that first, actually. I think I would like to headbutt, though. Just draw cards to try and land the dominate ASAP. Yes, we recorded the podcast. It's in editing right now. I mean, I'm not going to be skipping dominate, so I will just play it. So we actually do block quite a bit here. Drum into cruelty is guaranteed. And then I don't think there's anything I really care about losing when we have this much strength. But also, it just doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I mean, if these are all bound, I know these are bound, I'd rather just like have the cruelty played next turn, right? And not risk the drum thing. It's not terrible. We should be like pretty close to full HP going into the next fight, I think. Can I keep the minion alive, or should I hit it? I think at this point. Maybe we bash here, and then I hit here, though. Because, like, Whirlwind can just, like, one-shot it sometimes. This guy does hit pretty hard soon. Not yet, but soon. And we open up a kill here, and then can, like, block a bit. And we're basically full HP now. Yeah, this is the turn, really. Let's see what this is. Pretty sick. Podcast should be a recurring thing, yeah. Is it dead? Really close. Ow. Unfortunately, Frail owned me, but she makes me Frail anyways, so it's not like the curse was the problem. Okay, not full HP, but enough probably. We do need to play somewhat accurately here.
I think the drum is a pretty terrible idea here.
So we just start with a power. And if I draw corruption now, then everyone's sad. We just save our puzzle. This drum was picked very early, by the way, of him. I'm sure you can see the relic bar and then figure out why it was picked. It's been pretty decent. It has trolled a few fights, but I think it was still positive. I know I'm clicking murder. Or just exhausting side. I think we just leave this around. Ring proc. There's a Giga Flame Barrier. And I want to keep both these cards around, so I think we just do nothing here. Unfortunately. But we should be able to just like play a bunch of Vol and then go in a bit. Hopefully I don't get just like massively hit and owned. Which could happen very easily here. Unfortunately. Could very well die here. Oh, it blocks my puzzle. I shouldn't think about that, huh? It needs to die. But we have like corruption into hopefully block cards. When is their turn to go in, actually? What is the idea here? Losing Splash seems okay. Unfortunately, I can't draw anything here to play with Headbutt. Losing Pommel Strike feels really bad. 7 Strength is enough, hopefully, but unclear. We can just go Infinite at some point, but we defend on top. When do we get scared? I think now. No? I think I'm scared now. Losing the puzzle feels pretty bad. This turn should be pretty safe, though. Unfortunately, I missed Bash, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter. Is it time for the drum to go in? Yeah, I could even touch him Insanity Bash for energy here. I don't mind. And we don't need to play this because we have Philippine on the Cinder Spain here. Good. Berry, just hit it. Severance is a little weird. Just hit it. I think we have it, right? Also, to the YouTube channel that said GG, I bet you did not expect it to go this way, huh? Yeah, GG other direction. Okay, yeah. Please don't call GG, by the way. It's not over.
Yeah, really interesting run.
That was pretty hard, honestly. We saw one dominate, and that was like the way we won, you know? But in order to see that, you need to farm, or you just don't see anything.